So listen, I want the world to know that Billboard is a lie. You can buy number ones on Billboard. I want that to register in your head. You can buy number ones on Billboard. Now let me tell you what happened. We was having an ongoing investigation just now. Silvio from Billboard, right? There's like probably 5 or 6 of them that come up with the charts with Nielsen and everything. Last Thursday, Ariana Was Stuck With You submitted 60,000 units last second. With the investigation, we found this. They purchased half of those things with 6 credit cards. When we asked where was those 6 credit cards linked to, Billboard said we can't disclose that information. Understand this. They bought 30,000 and so units with 6 credit cards. 6 credit cards. Now, again, you're going to enjoy your number one. Explain how you buy 30,000 with 6 credit cards, right? Now, let me explain to you something. They don't want, Billboard doesn't want no one to know this. Now I understand why Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj say Billboard, like we used to look up to number one, to Billboard, but now it's like we know you can, it's all manipulated, right? It's all fabricated. You can buy number ones. This is what these artists do, right? And it's not fair. I want you to see this. Gooba streamed 50 million streams, and this is what they're counting only, 50 million streams, right? They only counted, look what Billboard counts. They only counted 31 million. Billboard illegally disqualified 20 million streams so it can drop down and the people who bought the number one, which was Stuck With You, can go to number one. Look at this. 31 million, which places us at 38 points. When in 5th place, you were stuck at 32 points. 6 credit cards buys you 36 credit. Listen, you can buy number ones on Billboard. I'm letting you know that. We just did a whole investigation and their best answer was, we can't disclose that information. Now, Billboard, if you want to explain to all the hardworking artists out there, the hardworking artists that, and established artists at that, because there's a lot of established artists right now that don't get number ones and don't understand why. It's like looking at an apple, right? An apple sometimes is most likely red, right? There's green apples, but just look at this. There's apples that are red, right? And you're looking at an apple, and this is what we did with Billboard. Yo, explain how you deduct. If there's 50 million streams, right, on Gooba, why only count 30 million, right? So it's like looking at an apple and say, I'm obviously looking at you and you're red, but you're not. But you're telling us it's not red. You got caught cheating red-handed, right? And say, no, we can't disclose that information. We can't. I want the world to know. You can buy number ones. If you're part of a label, just say, listen, I want part of my budget. Just buy me a number one record. Because that's what you're doing, right? And it's not fair to artists who work. I got the biggest record. Let's show you Gooba, right? Compared to these other records. And if you want to compete with this is in 1 week, right? Zoom in on that. If you want to compete, this is 184 million, and you counted 30 million streams and disqualify everything else because Billboard.
So that was a clip of 6ix9ine basically saying that Billboard is on some bullshit. And finding this out, it's really crazy. I think it's crazy. Like, seriously. Like, I never knew. Okay, so, all right. So, I always knew that the industry and everything like that was focused on numbers and focused on who's the hottest and basically clout. You know what I mean? But I never knew that it would get to this point. I'm pretty sure it's been like this, but we just didn't know. This is just now getting unearthed. You feel me? It's shocking to me that you can actually pay your way to the top 100s. That's shocking to me. Like, imagine all of the artists who've struggled, who actually gained organic, you know what I mean, listeners and this and that, right? And then you got a nigga that's paying with credit cards and he automatically shot from the top 30 to third place or to second place. You know what I mean? Like, now this is a problem. You know what I mean? Nobody is going to continue believing in Billboard as long as this is going on. Now, from everybody's perspective about the Hot 100s, the Billboards, everything like that has changed. You know, we already knew at a point everybody was focused on who had the biggest numbers. Now we know why those people have the biggest numbers, because they're paying to get that spot. They're not organically getting it. And it amazes me because there's so many, like Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande. You would think that these people don't even have to do anything like that, but they did take it upon themselves to do something shady, to shoot themselves past 6ix9ine, past everybody who got their streams apparently organically. You know what I mean? This is just very, very, very interesting to me. It's very interesting, and I don't know how to feel about this one. I seriously don't. It's like, now I have to worry about this. Like, me personally. Because I'm a person who is also an artist. And I plan on getting music out there one day. And I have to worry about people paying their ways to get past me, or paying their ways to get to the top, when there's people like me who came from the bottom and who are working themselves up. You know what I mean? And the fact that they responded with those BS remarks, oh, you did this and did that, I don't believe that. I feel like they just trying to cover shit up. You know, Ariana Grande quickly to respond, Justin Bieber quickly to respond. It doesn't make any sense. These people have actual talent. That's what I'm trying to say here. That's why I'm making this video, to tell you how I feel and let you know, like, it's a bunch of nonsense. The rap industry, nonsense. The billboards, nonsense. It's all bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors. But don't nobody want to realize that, because they too focused and too blinded by what's going on social media. And this is real. Like, people are so brainwashed by numbers, by just general shit that's getting pushed into their mouths from day to day. So when they tell me shit like this, it's surprising, but at the same time, it's really not. Because they've done fuck shit in the past. People in the industry and people with billboards, and when it comes down to streaming. We already know this, but this right here, this is very serious. If this gets unearthed as an actual fact that they did this, I don't know. I want to know how y'all generally feel about this, though, because people are putting in hard work. People are putting in hard work for their music to be out there and to be seen and to be heard. And then you have this secretive system behind closed doors where people can pay their way to the top. I just don't understand it. That just goes to show how greedy and how manipulative the industry can be. I wonder how that deal went down, though. Did they contact them telling them they wanted that spot? Or is that some type of service that they offer to the bigger artists? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know until we know. But I don't know. But other than that, I just don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I just don't understand it. Why? Why? But on a serious note, on a very serious note, you just can't trust. And this is what I spoke about in a previous video that I made. You can go check it out. It's up. It's still up right now. I was basically saying that people are too focused. They're too focused on numbers. They're too focused on numbers. DJ Academics, the Shade Room, all of them, whoever posts numbers of album sales, those people are very manipulative. Because in their minds, an artist, an average artist, or any type of artist is projected to sell at least 50K or 100K or 150K the first week. You know what I mean? And if they don't, they're ass, or they don't make good music, or this or that. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense to me, because that makes people feel like they're not good enough. Artists who are coming from the bottom, or artists who are just trying to make it or trying to get their music out there, that makes them feel shitty. And I feel like they shouldn't, because they're still getting paid. They're still getting paid. 50,000 people bought your album. Okay. You get posted up, you get glorified. If you somehow, or if somebody is not supporting, or if you got little below that, let's say you sold 12K or even 5K. You know what I mean? Don't focus on the fact that you didn't sell as much as that person. You know what I mean? Focus on the fact that you actually sold something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel this whole situation has got me heated, and this is something else that I'm gonna be doing research on and figure it out for myself. Cause myself, I want to know what's going on. I'm out, man.